Here for round one. The lucky recipient of a die roll. Victory. And our hand is great. So, could just go with Swamp for the Thoughtseize. I think that's pretty reasonable. Already have double green and a white mana, so... Only thing that we would really need extra green for is Scavenging Ooze. Well, it's pretty tough to beat Kolaghan's Command Snapcaster. So I think we just take the command. Well, Liliana would help if we had another black. Unfortunately, no green-black man land. Only green-white. Black mana. Alright. So Rhinos are decent, but certainly not great against Snap Terminate. And this is kind of the issue. The Rhinos come in packs, apparently. Just gonna get another swamp. I think. Yeah. And hopefully our opponent is just on control and not twin. But we can't just sit here and do nothing. It's possible they just like discard a lightning bolt, snap bolt, kill Liliana, but it's a strange sequence. Yeah, either way, Liliana's gonna die, but it's still kind of weird. Basically, use the island. Just gave up this island for free instead of just attacking Liliana, but I guess that gave me the possibility of killing Snapcaster with a path, but I don't know. Feel like I killed an island for free. And now we see if we can grind out our opponent here. It's not incredibly likely or anything, but... Moo. Such moos. I don't think we can say for certain one way or the other whether or not our opponent is control or twin, but I'm guessing control. Maybe actually killing the Snapcaster is bad because then the Kolaghan's command is pretty good. So yeah, if they commanded me here, that'd be kind of brutal. Yeah. Mistakes were made. We drew Inquisition, get their Snapcaster. Oh, they are twin. So Snap Twin in hand. Yeah, we don't really have a good target for Ghost Quarter. They already have their basic swamp. Drawing running discard spells is reasonable, but not great. They can just, like, snap the command. Yeah, and just wait. Alright, so they have a Dispel left. Guess now they can block and shock the Wildwood and get back Snapcaster. Yeah, maybe this is not the best sequence of events. Since, yeah, we're just giving up a Wildwood for 2 damage to the face, basically, which is definitely not good. Alright. Played this game poorly. Try and do better in the next one. We threw away a Rhino, a Decay, and a Wildwood. Magic's a hard game. What do you want? Come here. So, opponent should probably snap the command. Yeah, maybe should have, like, had me discarded my draw step. I don't know. Like I said, Magic's hard. Yeah, I'm just gonna snap the Terminate. That's fine too. Exile the Snapcaster, gain my life. So opponent is left with Dispel in hand. So definitely drew the good part of the deck against me this game, but oh, we just blew it. Blew it over and over again. Alright, so we can just hold this Inquisition for a bit. Might be a time when we actually want to clear out the Dispel. Or perhaps a remand that our opponent draws or something. And hopefully in the meantime we don't just die to the Snapcaster, because that'd be pretty embarrassing. Yeah, maybe I should have held the Ooze, but we'd already gone through half our discard, so I don't know. Alright. That's a good card. That's a Magic card. Another Snappy Doo, huh? Got a lot of those. Oh, I should have played my land. Okay, whew. Could have commanded in response to make me discard my land, then I wouldn't have been able to task or anything. That would have been kind of awkward. Gotta tighten up. Puppy, let's tighten up. Just didn't even use it. Saving it for later. I guess when you're about to twin a Snapcaster, saving it for later is pretty reasonable. So, either get removal or a threat, all of which is pretty good. Maybe Liliana's the worst card. Certainly, the Oozes are great. Rhino is kind of difficult to deal with since they're out of Terminates now. Yeah, Liliana seems like the worst one. And I am just kind of disgusted by the way we played this game. So bad. Tarmogoyf is a big threat. It is large. Not sure that's going to be enough, though. Opponent gets to, like, snap Serum Visions, do a bunch of crazy stuff. Maybe we can live, maybe not. Oh, and they drew a Delve spell. That's pretty good. Delve away the twin to make my Tarmogoyf smaller. Oh, another Tasker, alright. But we're going to get commanded, so that is not good. Opponent saving the command for when it mattered. Womp womp. Alright, so Tarmogoyf's now a 5/6, but the Snapcaster's gonna die anyway, so there's no sense in attacking. I feel like if we had a Stirring Wildwood still, we probably could have won this game. Instead, we're just getting run over, but I'm going to enjoy ley lining my opponent. Opponent has snap, bolt. And we go to 3, which is very low. Twin on Snapcaster is no joke, apparently. No joke. Alright. I like the Purge, I like the command. Love the ley lines. And Decay is not very good. I'm expecting my opponent to board out most of the twin combo, so I think we can safely cut Decays. And what else? Probably want Pulse to kill Tasigur. I could see cutting Noble Hierarchs, since they just kind of get caught up in all the command fighting, but maybe having the Accelerator will be nice. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to cut a Path. Could also see just bringing in like some Fulminators. Disrupt the mana a little bit, maybe keep them off black. Yeah, I think we just cut some Nobles. Call it a day. Maybe a Decay is better than the last Noble. A little hedge. Alright, hand's great. Basically, Mind Twist my opponent, and then play a Liliana, which is always a good place to be. So we're going to go ahead and get Godless Shrine, so we have our black-white source. And we'll leave with Inquisition. Negate 6 land. Okay. Sure thing. Could see just waiting until turn 4 to play Liliana. I don't really want to play a discard spell and have it get bricked this turn. It'd be pretty bad. Maybe we just play Liliana raw. And if it gets remanded, oh well. And try again next turn. Yeah, because like if we used a discard spell in turn 2 and it just whiffed, then we would be down a card to discard to Liliana, which would be pretty bad. So I like this plan better. I'm going to lead with Thoughtseize. This is less likely to brick. Terminate and Tassiger. So opponent has a Sulphur Falls. And they kept one card on top, which is the Serum Visions. And kept one on top again. So I don't think I need to play around Blood Moon here. So we'll see what our opponent kept on top. Nile Spellbomb, interesting. Moo. And I think we just keep Liliana at 7. I don't think there's any point to ultimating, just like trading it for 2 of our opponent's lands. Doesn't seem like a great idea. Our opponent didn't do anything to our Rhino, so yeah. I don't think there's really any point. I think at this point we just can get a basic. Ooh, Lingering Souls. So cut our opponents off of black mana here. I don't think they can afford to just take the 2 lands. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess that's the route to Rhino, is just terminate, so that kind of makes sense, but definitely happy with that. And now we can't lose. Alright, that was fun. So, did not see any twin combo stuff. Did see Nile Spellbomb. It's kind of nuts. Opponent is scared of my 2 Tassigers, apparently. And I don't think this Decay is going to be very good. Maybe a Fulminator's better than just a rando Noble Hierarch. That's probably true. I'm a little worried about only having 24 lands, but we're on the draw too, so. Like, I'm worried about not having the correct color sources, so siding out the 3 nobles and boarding in the Ghost Quarter could, in theory, help, but I don't think it's going to help the problem that I'm actually worried with. Like, I don't want to have to, like, Ghost Quarter myself to, you know, play a Rhino or whatever. That just seems silly. And we have the same hand, so this is great. So we could just fetch turn 1. Is there anything that we're worried about our opponent playing on turn 2? Not really that Inquisition could stop. I'm worried about like Thoughtscour and a Tassiger, of course, but can't really do anything about that anyway. So I think we just play fetch land, get a green-white land, and then turn 2, Twilight Mire, make 2 black, double Inquisition. And then, again, hopefully we can force through this Liliana, because that's kind of our game plan. What you working with? Apparently some lands, since you fetched Island. Fulminator Mage. That's tough. If they kill our Twilight Mara, we no longer have Liliana mana. Their hand is all land, though. So if we take the Fulminator, they'll probably command to get back the Fulminator. End of turn. So that might just give us a window to resolve Liliana, which would be good. And then we can just go to work on constricting the resources, get rid of all these extra lands and whatnot. So yeah, I think that's best. I could also just Inquisition this turn. But now that we're here, we have a Souls. Ooh, Negate. That's a hell of a draw. Hell of a draw. And the Lighthouse. Jeez. Those are two good ones right in a row. So clearly the discard a card mode on command is not going to be a big deal. And we're going to have Rhino in play and possibly a Tasigur here pretty soon. So command falls, Delta Tarn. Tarn is gone. Terminate. Yep. Oh, top deck Leyline. A little awkward. Oh, command. Oh, they played the falls. So yeah, command Delta. Now just command. Opponent draw delve thingy too? Yeah, wow. The old Tasigur standoff. Well, let's go to the air, I guess. Let's see if our opponent can defeat 1/1s. And what do we give our opponent back? So command is not doing anything really right now, but it certainly could if our opponent finds like a Snapcaster or something. So gotta be kind of wary about that. Negate and Remand are not doing much, but Remand can stop like the back end of our Souls and constrict our mana a little bit. So it's like, do we want to give them a kind of expensive spell? Like we could give them Fulminator Mage. That means that we can't play and flashback Souls next turn if they commit to actually playing it. Don't really want to give him a Thought Scour and just like let him Thought Scour himself this turn. So it's either Command or Fulminator. I think just because they're the most expensive and they don't have a big impact on the board right now, Fulminator is probably the worst card. So Fulminator Command in hand. These Grixis decks are pretty real. Like, they used to just not be able to keep up with Abzan at all. Yeah, now this game's actually close. Obviously, they have to find an answer to my Lingering Souls, but all depends on what they brought in. Could be like some Staticasters looming somewhere. If I started the game with this leyline, I don't think this game would be close, but can't have everything, you know? Maybe opponent should have delved a little differently to get a little more selection with the Tasigur. Yeah, I'm taking it. If I block, they just command to kill my Tasigur, so that's not great. I could like double or triple block, but I'm not too interested in that because I could just command back the Tasigur. So. I think we're just all in on these souls. I think we're just all in. I think we attack with Tasigur to get the Fulminator off the board. Another island. So Fulminator keeps blocking Tasigur, which I don't like. You can see just giving my opponent Nile Spellbomb, because I don't really want the Pulse in my yard. So maybe I should have exiled that when I cast Tasigur in the first place, but I was kind of worried about losing to their own Tasigur or maybe a Gurmag Angler, so that's why I kept it, but I don't know. Could see just giving them another command. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I don't know. Now, during my draw step, they can like kill a token, make me discard, kill a token, make me discard. I can activate Tasigur in response to protect one of my cards if I wanted to. Maybe Spellbomb's a little bit better, I don't know. So Wildwood's not bad. The problem is now the Leyline is in the graveyard. So I'm going to Tasigur in response to pick up the Leyline and then just discard it again to protect the Wildwood. Keep Tasigur back, obviously, and now our opponent's at 2, facing down 6 souls, and they're hellbent. And is it Staticasters? Nope, just the Terminates. You are very dead. I still had all these. 7-8? That is so large. Unbelievably large. Alright, off to a 1-0 start. Abzan doing what Abzan does, which is kind of kick apart these control decks. Lingering Souls, big player there. And I actually feel like if people are in the know and they're like, oh, I'm going to cut the decays because my opponent's obviously going to side into this control deck, well, then maybe you should just keep in the twin combo. But then again, I don't know how many twin pieces my opponent had main deck. You see 3 Kolaghan's commands and like fulminators and stuff, so it's like pretty clear that they have a very controlling package. The negate as well. But yeah, if you had like 10 twin combo pieces, it's like I was super weak to that entire game. Like if you can work past the early discard, it's possible that maybe you can piece together the twin combo, and I can't do anything about it because I'm trying to play Lingering Souls and kill you with those. So maybe that's not the best idea. But as long as people want to keep boarding into these control decks, I will be happy to oblige them.